Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, wearing clothes, wearing a Kakashi pullover, got it from Amazon. Very special. You guys know that I love, um, extreme people. Like, for example, okay, how about like fat, blue-haired feminists that complain about how men treat them, even though women like that never attract a man. Like they've gone so extreme that they're not going to breed, so they're going to disappear. Or or like a trans person. Like no one's going to have a kid with that because that's just too extreme. Like are you gonna like let's say you're like a regular woman. Would you date a guy who pretends to be a woman? Because like trans women are men. So like, would you date a guy like that? No. So that person's not gonna spread their genes in the gene pool. So in a way, it's good that we have extremes like that because those people get bred out. Um, and it gives the average person a better chance to find a mate. But you've heard me talk about this before, but or the same with like big fat chick. The chances of her finding a mate are extremely low unless she finds someone who's into that kink. But she's a lot less likely to find someone. A poor man definitely is not going to have a girlfriend. Definitely not gonna have kids. So it helps the gene pool, keeps the idiots, the less desirables from spreading their weak genes. Anyway, I saw someone recently who fit the description of extreme, and I can't say his name because I don't want people that like him to see this video. There was this rapper recently who went on Instagram Live, and he was rapping or freestyling whatever, and he's waving his gun around. He's doing his best Jay Morant impression. So he's waving his gun around and he's rapping. He's rapping hardcore. Then he puts his gun to his head and it goes off by accident. Blows his brains out. And my first thought was, well, that's good because you don't want that guy having kids. You don't want that in the, human gene pool. I think about genetics, like as a whole, just for like the human race. And so, like when I see these people who are extreme, and in this case, stupidity, because that's a case of being extreme. You don't want these people breeding because it just hurts society. Like imagine if that guy had kids. I'm assuming he wouldn't raise them. So that's like whatever, three more kids who come from a single mother household, and we all know that kids raised by single moms grow up to usually be statistics, and it just makes it hard on the decent people in society. But I was just like, wow, that's just the trash taking itself out, because that's all this stuff is just the trash taking itself out. I mean that's what I call Chicago. That's just the trash taking itself out. You know, there's a reason why the government doesn't put a stop to all the people killing each other in Chicago because they want them to do it. Trust me, if you took a random Chicago neighborhood like the worst and dropped it in the middle of Beverly Hills, there would be no shooting because the cops would literally kick them all out the same day. They just put everyone in jail. Anytime, like, there's been times where people tried to riot in like nice areas of Los Angeles, and they had no chance. Like, I'm talking like Rodeo Drive. Like, there's people who have tried, like, there've been, a mob of people who have tried to start a riot. They like broke out from like the main riot going on in whatever downtown and headed over to like some nice areas, and the cops were like, no, you can't. Like, if they don't want something to happen, they stop it. Yeah, but it's just the trash taking itself out. So, I mean, in a way, and I know you've heard me say so many times on this podcast that the loss of human life is tragic no matter whose life it is. Okay? But when someone of that IQ level has the chance to influence, several thousand youth because of his position, you can't make someone shut up because it's America. There's this thing called free speech, but if they take themselves out, in the end, it does better society. So, and like I have the clip of it, but that's just why I'm doing this. Like, I'm not gonna show it because once again, I don't want the fans of him to comment on this because knowing myself, anyone who likes this guy or follows this guy is just as dumb as him. And knowing myself, I'm not going to be able to stop making fun of all of them. And I'll just do 30 more videos making fun of each single person who actually cares about this person. And I can't pronounce his name anyway. Some, stupid rap name. I forgot. But anyway. I just felt a sigh of relief that he took himself out. Because, like, if you're a person who doesn't get basic gun safety, like, okay, when you're in your home and you have your gun for protection, I understand it's loaded, but it's whatever, under your pillow, it's, we all keep it somewhere different, whatever. So a lot of people keep a gun under the pillow, okay? And it's loaded, but it's not a big deal because you're not like waving it around doing a TikTok video. And if you are going to do that, you would take the bullets out, right? Common sense would say, oh, I'm not using this for protection. I'm not going hunting. I'm not in the woods trying to shoot a bear. I'm just in my room shooting a TikTok video. And so I guess I'll take the bullets out of this gun because I'm going to wave it around and point it at my head. I mean, that's just common sense. So if you don't have the sense to take the bullets out of your gun, if you're going to make a TikTok, first of all, you shouldn't even be making a TikTok video with a gun. I mean, I just the low IQ of all of these extreme people. The people who can't take a step back and go, wait a moment, I'm an idiot. Like the male feminist. The male feminist is just as bad as the mumble rapper who shoots himself on TikTok. Just as bad. It's just people who weren't meant to breed, who don't help society. And, society is like crumbling every day it's crumbling at a faster rate. I mean, it's been a slow process, but, it's speeding up. And so we have to hope that all these extreme people take themselves out first, and especially the women, let's hope that they stay single with cats, and then like once they hit 35, we're safe because like if they haven't had kids by then, because like almost all the rigs are going by 35. That's a good thing. Okay, and so like, because like basically like the women of that genre, the the blue haired fatties, up until age 34, you're like nervous, right? And then like once they kind of get over 35, you're like, okay, no man of any value is going to want to have kids with them. Is going to want to be with them. I'm sure they've already given up. We're safe. They're not going to breed. And even if they did, those are the type of women that like want abortions at 9 months. Oh God, I'll never get over the crazy leftist women who want abortions to be legal for like like it could be the day you're going to deliver the baby. They think you should be able to have an abortion. I mean, if you're like 7 months pregnant, like 7, 8, 9 months pregnant, and you want an abortion, it's actually easier to have the baby. And it blew my mind. And once again, I don't care what you do. It's your body. It's your body. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, logistically, it's easier to have the baby when it's like, alive. It just is. Because to have an abortion at that late of a stage, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Oh my God! Like I heard, I'll never forget. I heard this woman go, "It could be 5 minutes after I have the kid. If I want to abort it, I should be able to." Oh, I love those people. Just crazy. Crazy. But hey, it's your body, your choice. If you want to abort your 9 month baby, do it. I really don't care. I have no issue with it. I don't care. I don't care. I just think it's funny. Because once again, a person who thinks that is stupid. Because think about it. I mean, just like look up abortion and look what has to happen to kill a 7 month pregnancy, and then look what has to happen when you just have the kid. It's a lot easier to just have the kid, and a lot safer. There's just so many. It's amazing. It's amazing. And then the same people who think abortion should be illegal, they're just as bad as the people who think abortion should be, legal till the kid's 5. They're just extreme. I like the people that just don't give a fuck. But if you think about it, that rapper that blew his brains out, I mean, that's basically first of all, the single mother who had him should have gotten an abortion in the first place. So that's why I don't feel bad about him blowing his brains out, because like he shouldn't have even been here in the first place. Like if you're gonna be a single mom, first of all, thanks for adding to the prison population. But it just hurts society so bad. So, and like I think about the butterfly effect too. By him taking himself out, he actually prevented 7 other women from having this kid and being single moms. So technically, he by ending himself, the crime rate dropped by 2%. Because if you think about it, like those 7 kids would probably have the same fate as him. Like each one of those kids would either, if they're a girl, they would have like 2 or 3 kids out of wedlock. If they're guys, they probably get like 10 other chicks pregnant. So, and then like just keep thinking about all the generations of that spreading. So in a way, if you think about it, like by taking him out, you save the world.